Hello, guys. This is English podcast with Zhanara. Today we have a special guest whose name is.
Mr. Mohammad. Hi guys, how are you feeling? I hope everybody is fine.
I hope so.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Okay, that's great. So, Mohammad, as you're our second guest, I guess. So we need some information about you. Can you give us some?
Well, yeah, sure. Like you already told me about my name, which is Mohammed.
Yeah.
Well, I've traveled, I think, or the first time I entered Kazakhstan, it was 2015.
Oh,
Yeah,
how many years?
like 7, 8 years,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, first city, it was Almaty. So I got scholarship,
Oh,
fully
great.
scholarship, like to Satpayev University. We used to call it like polytechnical, it's polytech,
Yeah.
like polytech. Lucius, you know, I remember that expression. So
Polytech, let's just
yeah,
say.
and then I came to Astana, again masters. I did my master at Nazarbayev University. Now I work.
Great, great, great. I mean, you've been here so long time. It's not short time. Have you ever faced some challenges with communicating Kazakh people? It would be like language barriers, I don't know, traditional, cultural barriers, challenges.
Well, to be honest, sure, because almost 8 years I'm here, and then I've been to different cities. I've traveled a lot, and I think different part of Kazakhstan, they have different sort of mentality and traditional culture.
That's true.
So I can like easily say like some cities, Almaty, Astana, even
Stop. Yes, where I'm from.
Astana, yeah. So they are sort of friendly because there are a lot of foreigners. But in some other cities, they're not fully accepting and they're not welcoming foreigners. To be honest, so there were some challenges I remember I was facing during my stay. To be honest, like from the cultural side, I think not very much because our culture and Kazakh cultures, they are kind of close to each other, and we have a lot of similarities. So that's why from that side it was good. But let's say visiting some places, some cafes, some sometimes some pubs. In those places, I was sort of a little bit pissed off with some locals.
Okay.
Like, why you're here? Why you are here in our place?
They
Yes.
ask it directly?
Yeah, some sort of.
Wow.
Like, what do you do in our country? You know, you're coming here and you're.
In an aggressive way or in a friendly way?
Well, in a friendly way. Some of them were like making some jokes, and sometimes, you know, some places. Why you travel to, like, why you came to Shymkent, for example? I'm just saying, not Shymkent. Yeah, I'm just kidding. No, overall, I didn't face a lot of challenges, to be honest.
That's good.
Here.
So you mentioned that your country and our country has similarities. So our viewers don't know where you're from.
Wow, that is an interesting question.
Yeah.
I had to tell it before. Well, I'm Persian. It's like Fars. I think in Russian they call it Pers, if I'm not mistaken. I was born in Kabul, but originally, like, I'm Persian.
Kabul?
So
Okay.
yes.
Go it.
Persian.
Okay.
Persian culture, Persian tradition, like it has a lot of similarities with Kazakh. Like from language side, if we talk about like around 2 to 3,000 Persian words or into Kazakh languages. For example, if we talk qalam, qagas, aspan, qabr, muallim, ustaz. For example, parda, perde, like madaniyat, adibiyat, qabr, qabrgha, and like a lot of words.
I know one word. Ahmaq.
Yes. Like we say ahmaq when you guys ahmaq. Yes. Khabar, for example. Khabar. And if we talk about the traditional and cultural side, for example, as we both are Islamic country, yes, so we have like different similar occasions. Like we have Eid, they call it Eid. We have, for example, some occasions of like Nowruz. Nowruz is a Persian word. Rose is day.
New day.
So it's like our celebration of New Year, because according to the Hijri, it's called Hijri calendar. Yes.
So you what is it? Celebrate Nowruz?
Yes, this is like in our country, Persian. They have one New Year, which is Nowruz. because we have different calendar. For example, here we have Christian calendar, yes, which
Oh,
is today's
really?
March in Kazakhstan, yes.
So Christian calendar, is it?
It's Christian calendar.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
March. For example, now it's March, yes?
Yeah, in our country
Yes.
is March 22, 20,
Yes.
23.
So in our country we have, it's called Hijri calendar.
Uh-huh.
So in Hijri calendar, March 22nd is the first month of the year, which is called Hamal. Hamal is like Nauruz. So we celebrate only Nauruz. We don't have the Christmas. We don't have the New Year that we have it on January. We don't have that.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. And if you talk about food, I remember like we have mantu. In Kazakh, they call it mante.
Ah,
We
yeah,
have
yeah.
mantu.
But it's not our Kazakh like dish.
Yeah.
It's like the SNG, what is it?
You mean Soviet Union?
Soviet Union.
But originally this mantu is like from Persian.
But
For
do
example,
you know that also the Korean people have
yes,
this dish?
dimples.
Yeah.
That's right. Then, for example, we have palau.
Ah,
It's very popular. Like,
okay.
but the only difference is we have rice, which is longer. We put more carrot, more meat. We put it's called I think you say it like kishmish. Yes. We put that one like the black or red one. So from food side, only like bishparmak is a bit different.
Okay.
But like baursak, we have,
Do you have?
the bigger version.
Okay.
For
What's
example,
inside? Eh?
nothing.
Yeah.
And if we talk about like some tradition, like some customs, like when we talk about marriage,
Okay.
for example, we have the same toy, the same wedding ceremony,
Really?
like closer.
Okay.
And when we like the family need to talk with the family, yes, those sort of traditions. So we have like similarities here.
Kızılzatu, do you have?
Yes.
Same kind of?
Yes. For example, once they get married, the first day, next day, the people will give them gift. It's a very interesting tradition, and we call it as Paywazi.
Paywazi? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
What?
Takh Jami is, for example, when a bride and groom they got married the first night and the first day, all of the relatives will come with gift. So it's called Takh Jami. Everyone will just give them a very like precious gift.
What for example?
For example, they gave some necklace. Some of them gave money. Some of them gave some, for example, some interest, some home related things like furniture. Let's say TV, big TV, sometimes car. Different gifts they receive on that day.
Do you give animals home?
No,
No. Do you
No.
eat horse?
No. Yeah, this is different. This is different.
This
We
is
don't eat
different.
horse, but I like horse. Like I eat a lot.
Okay.
I
Do you like it?
Yes, it's strong.
Kazı, right?
Shajak we have, and we have qaza. Yeah, it's strong, and it is sort of I think very tasty. It tastes different because every day, every night you eat meat.
It's
beef.
not oily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Good. Great. Okay, I just knew that we have a lot of similarities rather than differences. Great. But how do you find Kazakh people when you for the first time met and talk?
Okay, I'll try to be very honest.
Yeah, be honest.
So it depends on different city, I think, because in Astana, because it's a bit colder city, I hate cold weathers, to be honest. It's very cold, 8-9 months of winter, so it is too much.
And the wind, every time the wind is crazy.
I cannot handle, I cannot bear that. So Almaty, because the weather is good, people are like more friendly.
Yeah.
They're like more chilly, they chill a lot, and they smile. But in Astana, like except you, I cannot see people smiling. They're just just walking.
No, look.
Money,
if you
work.
Smile, they'll ask you, what happened? Do you want something?
Yeah. Like,
what
do you want to fight?
What are you smiling? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But generally, like Kazakhs are friendly, and they are, to be honest, it's called hospitable. Like they call it. I know one word. It's called like konakjai. Yes. So they like.
Okay, you said konakjai. So do you? Whatever. Okay. Let's talk about languages.
Okay.
As I know, you speak Kazakh language, right?
Yes, I do speak
How
Kazakh.
did you learn Kazakh language?
Oh, it's a very interesting story
Yeah.
because before I was traveling to Kazakhstan, before I was going to Kazakhstan,
Mm.
I was doing some research about like Kazakhstan cities, people, language,
Mm.
and then I found that the official language of Kazakhstan is Kazakh language.
Yeah.
So when I came here, I learned Kazakh language.
Okay.
In 1.5 months.
1.5 month?
Yes, I learned Kazakh language.
Wait, 1.5 years?
No, 1.5 month. 1 month, let's say
Wow.
2 months, like 45 days. I remember.
Wait, how?
I learned it by myself,
Oh
like
my
watching
gosh.
some series. I had a book, and then speaking with people, finding similarities, and then I was shocked because I was speaking in Kazakh
Mm.
everywhere, and the people were speaking in Russian, and I wasn't understanding the Russian.
What a
I have
shame.
I have a very serious situation. Like once, I don't know, it was something about migration. So
Okay.
yeah, and then they invited me. Just you have to come. We have some questions, and then
Mm.
those things we need to like renew your visa and those things. And I said, okay, I will go. I
Mm.
will surprise them by Kazakh language. I know Kazakh language. It's good.
Mm.
And then I entered. I like this Salimet Sizbe, for example,
Mhm, mhm.
and then they were speaking in Russian. I was not understanding Russian. I was speaking in Kazakh, and again keeping they were
Mm.
keeping
Speaking in
speaking
Russian.
in
Okay.
Russian, and then that was a little bit. I think I can tell it was a little bit embarrassing moment for
Of
me. But
course.
after that, I decided to learn Russian because if no Russian, I will be having a lot of obstacles
Of
and I will be
course.
encountering a lot of difficulties. So I learned Russian in 4 months. It's difficult to be honest.
You mean Russian is more difficult than Kazakh language?
Of course,
Really?
of
Why?
course. Russian,
Okay.
according to the standard statistics, is
Mhm.
the second toughest language, the second hard language.
The first is Chinese,
The
Mandarin?
first Arabic and Chinese. It's
Okay.
the first Arabic Chinese. The
Mm.
second one is Russian. The grammar, like
Oh, come on. I know.
oh,
You don't have to explain it.
like but Kazakh language, I think it's not difficult.
So, guys who don't speak Kazakh, shame on you. You see, he learned it 1.5 month. It's great. Applause.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
So that's great. And also, I want to ask: did you have ever some memorable moments or tricky situations when you faced not in a negative way, but in a positive?
Aha, of course. No, I just forgot to tell you that, but I used to be very admired and appreciated by Kazakh people when I was speaking in Kazakh.
Oh,
They were hugging
we
me. They
like
were,
it
yeah, a
because
lot.
okay.
I was, they were giving me a lot of things. Their first places, their chair, like okay, they were respecting a lot. Yeah, I cannot deny that. But I have a very interesting situation. Like I was in Almaty. I was a student. So I think you all know that for students to be at dorm, it's like maximum till 11
Yeah, 11 p.m.
night. You cannot go outside. You cannot walk. So one day, me and my friend, it was I don't know 2 a.m. It was in the night. Then we were walking on the street normally because we were a little bit depressed, missing family,
Yeah, of
a little bit
course.
having like not a lot of friends. It was first time. And then we decided to walk.
Uh-huh.
We were walking, and then suddenly we were stopped by police officer.
Da-da-da-dum.
Yeah, there was a car, and they stopped us.
Mhm.
And then the police officer was speaking in Russian. I
Mm.
understood Kazakh, very little bit Russian.
Okay.
And then stopped us like, why you're walking? And I spoke in Russian a little bit. I couldn't. And then the police officer was telling me that, okay, let's go to police station.
Oh my
Yeah, we need to have some checking, and you're gonna have serious problem. And suddenly, like, I switched to Kazakh language. I said, "Agay, жоғойында не істейік?" I just said this phrase. He was asking for passport, and my passport was in my room. I forgot my passport.
Okay.
And then he was saying, "Okay, let's go." And then I said like, "Agay жоғойында не істейік?"
Oh my god.
Just this phrase, and then he was laughing. He was like hugging me and saying that, okay, thank you, and he was like saying "adushi," those things. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're saying that, okay, go and like don't walk without your passport
Yeah.
anymore. So I have like this story, like the Kazakh language really helped me because I think it's the language of heart,
Yeah.
because this is the official language. I mean, the real language of Kazakh people. And when you speak in that language, it touches their heart. So I can.
Kazakh language saved your life.
Yeah, it kind of saved my life. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you know why people admire when you speak in Kazakh language? Because you respect the country where you're living, right?
Of
You are
course.
eating Kazakh food, you are drinking Kazakh water. So that's why they appreciate you for, how to say, respecting our
Yeah.
culture, our language, our country.
And there's one expression, to be honest, one poem from Abay Quranbayev.
Go
Like,
it, go.
he says like, تلقيه قرميت يلقيه قرميت. Like, I learned this and then I said, okay, when تلقيه قرميت يلقيه قرميت, it means, for example, when you respect the language, it means you respect the people.
Yeah.
And then I was so, okay, I wanted to speak in Kazakh everywhere. And then there's one more expression, if I'm not mistaken. It's like, قنشة bilsin, sonşa adamsın. Yes, for example, like the more language, because if you don't understand the language of people, you cannot understand their mentality, their mindset, and you cannot connect yourself with them.
Of course.
So in order to read people, to live somewhere, to work in a very friendly environment, you need to learn the language. This is the first advice I give you all.
Thank you.
That was the good things. Yeah.
Thank you. That was great. Okay, so please wish for our viewers, for our subscribers in Kazakh. Please.
All right. So I want to just say that thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
And I just want to wish, like, very shortly for everyone. Sağlık dilerim. Avurmanız iyi, sağlıklı bolsun.
Diliniz sağ olsun.
Yeah. And yolunuz ak bulsun. So yeah, I wish you all the best, guys, and
thank you very much for watching us. I hope you like this video. Like it, comment it, subscribe.
Okay, see you later.
See you.